Seven Deadly Sins this week has done something which I feel has been a good thing this episode of them actually talking about the past of one of their characters, with such as, or at least them going into way more detail about talking about another character, and also this time actually giving a little bit of insight upon somebody's sin. In this case, it's Bond. And we do meet, and yes, this is an episode primarily around meeting King and seeing how the original King was, and pretty much with their pretty much showing a small glimpse into the relationship between Bond and King, and how King felt about everybody else. So we do kind of get some semblance on that. However, give or take with what Bond's sin was, it was actually rather interesting to see him as just a normal human talking to the guardian of the Fountain of Youth, which that does seem to be something upon how he's living his life and what's adding to his strength. However, give or take, even with all of that, he's not that much, for the Fox Envy of Greed, he's not all that much of a greedy person, as this episode does show him being a kind and generous person to children, to the Guardian herself, even going as far as to give up his plans to gain the Fountain of Youth once he heard what the consequence was. Which if this is a kind of character that you want to hate, it's a bit difficult to hate somebody like that, especially since he does seem to have a lot of deep-rooted anger and a lot of deep-rooted self-loathing, which I will say that's what they all have, but he's the first character from the group that they've actually kind of shown that, or at least to show who has some type of problem with his sin. So there is that. Whereas everyone else, on the other hand, either seems really happy-go-lucky and just trying to just evade the problem with something else, or they really don't try and think about it as much. So there is that. This episode there really wasn't as much fighting in this episode. I mean, there was a small little battle between Bond and King, but even with that, he still, I mean, it's shown that he really that now he just openly lets people attack him now, compared to, and he can easily keep up with King and that magical spear he has. So that's pretty much for that. This episode was really good. What do you guys think about it? Please tell me down there in the comment section. Please leave me a positive or comment or a negative comment down there in the comment section. I'll catch you guys on the next Jongravesshow. So please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out. See you next time.